I got it. Oh, gotta get low. These are heavy turtles.
How heavy? What did you say, 130?
125. We got our asses kicked this winter, and I am not enjoying it, but certainly the animals aren't either.
No.
Nor is Kate. All right, we're bringing this girl to the vet. Let's see what Dr. Mike can do and what he thinks going on with our turtle that cannot submerge. I'm preparing the crew here, thank goodness. This is my team. This is Dr. Mike's team. So we're gonna go get the turtle, which is out here. Come on, let's go, folks. This is fun. Always a good time, come to visit everybody here. But I need help with this one because she's big. All right. It is a little bit windy. It's heavy. All right, I think if we all just grab like from the side, someone feeds it. All right, you got the lip? Yep. That's it.
There we go.
That is one big turtle. Isn't that something?
It looks like a floating island.
Yeah, I have 3 more of them this size.
Amazing.
So they are incredible. Let's see. Okay. Is that all right to leave that there?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right.
Is it gonna fit? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can make it happen. If you don't mind, Andrew, just give me a lift up the lip. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Bad driving, friends. Bad driving. All right. So this is the Arrau River Turtle. So we're gonna, I guess, do an x-ray just to see what's going on. She's having buoyancy problems. It was happening a little bit prior to the cold snap, but after the cold snap, she was in the stock tank. I had to pull her out of the main pond because I couldn't keep that water warm enough. These are Amazonian animals, so they're very sensitive to changes in temperature. So I'm hoping it's gas due to the cold, you know, not able to digest. Hopefully it's not a respiratory problem.
I told you she's big.
Yeah. You haven't seen these before, right? You haven't actually laid eyes on, have you? At my house you did? Okay, I couldn't remember. So the horizontal beam is the way that you'd be able to see some kind of respiratory problem.
Right, so for these guys, you know, what we're taking as kind of like a standard shot is a DV view.
Okay.
So a dorsoventral view, meaning they are sitting just like this up on the table. And that's going to be able to show us, you know, like the gas, the, you know, intestinal contents, you know, if we're looking, you know, at a potential reproductive issue and we're looking for calcified eggs, things like that.
Okay.
So that's going to be able to allow us to see a lot, but you know, these guys, they don't have a diaphragm, so it's not like you're looking at a separate chest cavity, a separate abdominal cavity. They just have the coelomic cavity, so just one cavity. So the lungs are just kind of floating in here.
Yeah, they're right along the back here.
Yep,
so
exactly.
All right.
So the way to really get a good assessment there is to do a horizontal beam, so you're actually shooting like through the animal, so you can see the right and left lung separately and kind of try to assess that way. That's how we're actually truly diagnosing pneumonia in these guys.
All right, well, let's do it.
We're gonna see what we can rig here and figure it out.
I guess, you know, I've been grabbing like a gator snapper. She hasn't bitten me. It's possible. We know that anything with a mouth can bite.
Yep.
What we'll do is I'll get the rear, someone gets the front.
Yep.
Get her right on. I think it might be wise to keep me. Yeah, this might not fit. So
that's okay. Close enough.
I think if we want to get that other view, maybe I can. Can I assist?
Yeah. You can throw a gown on. Yeah.
All right. And so watch your fingers.
Got a table.
All right, that wasn't so bad so far. Now we just have to keep a hand on it. See what I mean? These guys are so strong. She had kicked in the groin and she's already kicked it. Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, no, that hurt. And then when she hit my thumb, that was not good either.
All right. What we're gonna do, Danny, if you want, and we'll literally take her in 4 views.
The other cool thing about coming here and bringing these animals here to Dr. Mike is it really gives everyone here the experience with these animals. I think that's important, you know? I mean, right, it's exciting, you know? You got into animals because you want to help all kinds. So, you know, that's part of the fun thing. It's like a teaching zoo sometimes going to work. And you know, the cool thing about Dr. Mike, if you are new to the channel, the way I actually met Dr. Mike was through Fred. Fred Grunwald, man, was the greatest guy ever. And he connected me with Dr. Mike, and I'm just forever grateful for that meeting, because it's just such a big help to have somebody that's got the resources and the passion for these animals. And it's appreciated. I was just saying how Fred brought us together, and I appreciate you helping me out, man.
Yeah, we try. Do
Yep.
the best we can.
I know.
Remind me where this one came from.
Zumayan.
This was okay. This
Yeah,
was
they were living down there.
Alright.
What's that?
Oh, that's just.
Oh, phew.
They just shoved it under there.
Oh, okay. I got nervous, guys, because I saw this. I was like,
Yeah, we don't-
she ate my tape measure.
We don't usually
Oh,
slap
no.
it so it looks like they ingested it.
Okay.
But for these giant ones, we kind of do what we can.
What is
Um,
this area like? Is that anything?
So what you're looking at up here is the shoulder.
Okay.
basically. So that's getting up towards her shoulder. But yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing anything, you know, trying to kind of piece these together in my little pea brain here. I'm not seeing anything that looks super alarming so far as like really badly gas dilated bowels or anything like that. A lot of times when we are talking about buoyancy issues, I mean, pneumonia is going to be the primary thing that we're concerned about. You know, can they have, you know, other more like gas related reasons for buoyancy issues? Yes, absolutely. But I don't see any obvious, you know, GI dilated bowel.
All right. So then
GI
what
concerns.
would we have to do?
Well, so I would say let's get a little blood on her and then send out a blood panel, see where we're at.
All right.
Just kind of check what her main organ function, check her blood counts,
Okay.
you know, check her calcium phosphorus ratios, everything like that, you know, basically a full panel. That's going to give us a lot more insight into what's going on if there is, you know, concern for an infectious process. You know, it's a little bit tough because, like I was saying before, I mean, we want to get the horizontal beam ideally,
Yeah, I
but
wonder,
that
can
is
we
gonna
try?
be
Yeah.
that is going to be a challenge, mainly because I can only drop this down.
Oh, okay,
you know,
so far.
a certain height.
Gotcha.
So. Let's see. I did get it a little lower actually than it used to be. We just had a guy kind of try to tweak this a little bit for me, and he was able to get it a bit lower, so we might be able to do this.
I'll suit up and help hold
Yeah,
it.
let's see.
I get to dress up anyway, friends. Cool.
I'll grab this, Andrew. If you want to go back to that corner there.
We're probably gonna move around this way.
Yeah.
Ready?
I should have. Scoot back, and we'll walk her over.
Just watch your fingers because if she decides to move. Did I mention I have a bad shoulder?
Oh, wow.
This is the same way I felt. I'm sure she feels the same way I felt when the aliens abducted me. Just don't stick anything up her butt.
Good?
Yes. Maybe next time you come, it won't be.
Nah, man, I like this. This is like, this is hardcore.
20, 25, 20.
Here, okay, girl, don't kick me. Don't kick me. Don't kick. Don't kick. Girl, I know.
Long 23. Oopa.
It's crazy, yeah?
Fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I go in the pond to pull them out, they can pull me along.
Oh yeah.
They pull you. It's like you ride, like Aquaman stuff.
Foot there. Oh. Does it smack you? See? Oh my.
All right.
No.
Wait a second. Gosh, just give me a second, girl. All right.
I have a tooth.
All right.
Oh my.
I know I'm I'm sorry. You're not happy with me. You're not happy. I'm gonna keep my face back. Almost done.
And you got it.
Wow. Amazing.
Every once in a while, I'm decent.
Yeah, you're pretty good at this doctoring stuff,
Most
man.
of the time, I just, I wing it.
Yeah, that's it. Huck and hope. That's been my motto the entire life. Yeah.
All right.
She is such a cool animal.
She really is. She's impressive.
It's a cool, I mean, to have these guys swimming around the pond, it's fun. And I just don't want, I can't allow this to progress any, I have to keep this animal healthy.
Yeah, we should get results.
Okay.
24 hours.
Awesome.
Maybe a little bit more, but it's pretty quick.
Watch your fingers where they're at, Andrew.
He's okay. I got it back. Yeah.
I got
They
it.
know how to hold
Sure?
them.
Because it's up high.
Okay. Now that was smooth.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Just broke my middle finger now. Oh my gosh, okay. Cool. All right, well, that's something. So you're just gonna have a look at the x-rays?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna take a look at the x-rays, see if we can determine anything from that.
Here you go. All right, we're looking straight at it.
So we are basically
Gotcha.
the way I tried to set it up here, and again, these are lousy quality x-rays, but what we're looking at now, the way I set the screen up, is basically like my best chance at getting the actual. So this is, even though it's the left side of the screen, this is her right lung.
Okay.
And this is the right side of the screen, this is her left. So
Got
it's just
it.
reversed. But this, when they're side by side, is kind of like roughly how they actually would look.
Okay.
Just the first thing that kind of pops out is, so anytime you're looking at these x-rays, you want to see nice dark lung field, right? Because the lungs are supposed to hold air.
Okay.
So this black spot up here, that's just the air.
Okay.
And then the most white thing we see, which is not on either of these views, the most white thing we see is metal. So that's why you were joking about, she swallowed the marker.
Uh-huh.
The metal shows up bright white. The next thing is mineral or bone.
Okay.
So that's why she's got a nice bright white on the outside. This is more of an exposure issue, why it looks
Gotcha.
so white here. But what we want to see is this nice dark lung field.
Okay.
Now, this is the exact same settings on these x-rays, so there shouldn't be any difference, so far as exposure goes. Now compare her left side to her right side.
Right.
And look at the difference there.
Yeah.
So, again, although it's a lousy x-ray, with what you're describing and the issues she's having, I think it's very likely that she has got pneumonia.
Oh,
so,
man.
what we're going to do, we're going to start her, we're sending the blood out today, so we'll have results, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, definitely by the next day.
Okay.
So we'll start her on Ceftazidime injections.
All right.
And we'll just keep her. Do you have the ability to keep her in like more shallow water, just so she's not?
Yeah.
Okay. So just keep her in really shallow water. This isn't anything like, you don't have to dry dock her or anything like that.
All right.
So she's totally fine to stay in really shallow water. And that way we don't have to worry about potential for dehydration and things like that. So we'll start her on Ceftazidime, which is an injectable antibiotic. Most reptile keepers are familiar with.
Yep.
The beautiful thing about it is it's incredibly safe. It's a very broad spectrum antibiotic. It's given every 3 days.
Yep.
So thankfully you're not having to jam a needle into her every day.
We're going to do that
not,
anywhere. It can be shot anywhere.
you can do under the skin, you can do in the muscle. I mean, technically you can give it IV, although it's not something we do. It's not harmful to the animal
Gotcha.
to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
So
good.
it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to like actually mess up. Usually we give it in the muscle for her. She's a big, strong girl. I mean, it's going to be one of those things where probably your best bet
Would be
is to give it right here.
yeah.
So I'm gonna give you long needles. You're probably just gonna bury it right down in and the pectoralis muscle.
Got it.
So
All right.
kind of just angled down a little bit towards the plastron. I mean, you've
Yep.
done it before.
Yeah.
So so we'll do that, and
We need to get a weight.
we'll go from there. We do.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So we'll tote her up to the big scale
Alrighty.
and see how much she weighs.
Oh, boy. Like gently, what we'll do is we'll gently tilt it
Tilt
up.
her out.
Yeah, she'll slide towards you. Watch your fingers, man. Keep going. This it won't hurt her. Boom. There you go. And then we'll reverse it. You know, we'll just slide her on it, and I
It's
kind
like a
of.
baby.
Not that bad. 124.
Oh, I thought she was 150.
She was
I'm getting weaker, man. Like I said, everything
We're not
feels.
that young anymore.
Nope. All right. Now
All right.
we reverse it.
120.
Thank you. This was quite an ordeal for her, but we'll get her set up at home. I'm gonna collect the rest of the meds. We're gonna get her back in the truck. I'll see you guys back at the camp. All right, so it's day 2. I got her out into this tub. This is how she's gonna be for a while until I can get her better. But you'll notice I got another tub filling up because just a little while ago, I saw another one floating in a way I don't like. And now I have to go in the pond and I have to get it and I have to give it an injection. Dr. Gillen has already been notified. He's getting some more medicine ordered. She's about the same weight. We just want to get medicine in her. She's right down here. And she's been kind of oddly floating. So I got to pull her out now. So this is just, I don't know, man. This sucks. It's an incredibly crap situation as far as the winter we've had here in South Florida. And I'm just nearing wit's end, man. It's just brutal. And they're clearly very sensitive to changes. So next winter, you know, I thought I did everything I could. You know, I pulled them out. But next winter, they're going in smaller tubs in the shed, or I'm going to get a greenhouse with a large tub. They can just live in a greenhouse. I'm just going to buy like the Visqueen. We'll heat it. Done. Put it up over there. Just a temporary greenhouse. So that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I have to. I got to pull them out. And one of the ways I think maybe I can do it is by attracting her with food. So let me work on this before it gets too dark, and I'll be right back. All right, so obviously now I have a little bit of a problem because the animal moved from where it was when I saw it was underwater, just kind of listing, floating oddly. Now they all seem to be normal. So what I'm gonna have to do is tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna just have to get eyeballs on the actual animal because I don't wanna shoot medicine into the wrong animal, even prophylactically, you know. I want to make sure that the animal that needs it is getting it. So I'm going to pick this up in the morning, and you know, there's no immediate danger of this animal dying overnight. It was just starting to develop, so maybe I can get it, warm it up, get some medication in it, and then keep it indoors for a little while and hope we don't have any other problems. It's just a big pain in the butt, man. These guys, you know, we were hit with the worst winter in 16 years. And my gosh, I didn't think it would last as long as it did. So, okay, let's do that. I'll reconvene tomorrow. We'll pick it up in the morning. It turns out I was able to get her with help from Kate. I just had to do it. I saw her, didn't have time to get the camera going.
I can hold it now.
Okay, so now the next challenge is getting this injection into her. I gotta be careful because I do have a broken thumb, it turns out, and she can kick it. But let's get this ready. Aspirate it. Okay. Put it back in, and now what I gotta do is flip her. Got a flipper for real. Benicio del Toro, Usual Suspects. Good movie.
Would you like me to hold that?
Hold what?
It's the needle.
Yeah, all right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Oh, I think if I can get her. She's being quiet. Now, the good thing about ceftazidime is we can go subcutaneously or intramuscularly. If I can just get her up like, I gotta get her on the side. Okay. All right, here, give me that. Oh, shit.
Hold on.
I got it.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go. All right, that's good,
all right,
actually.
good.
Upside down will work.
Relax, little lady. Why don't you come over on this one?
It's in. And done.
Okay.
You don't think Sophia will be able to do that when I'm gone, right?
No.
I don't think so. All right, let's get her in her tub. Oh, man. Well, at least I was able to see her. And obviously, these animals are just displaying symptoms. They're still eating. So to be honest, the prognosis is really good. It's just very stressful because clearly we love our animals. And we've tried to do absolutely everything we could to help them, but this winter just took us off guard.
It was a rough one.
It was a rough one, all right. We ain't used to that down here. Oh. And there you have it. We're gonna get her over here. Now that's the next challenge. We gotta get her in this tub, but I think with this part, it's gonna be easier. Oh, it's not the most spacious, but a couple weeks of inconvenience is better than a lifetime of death, of being dead, or an eternity of being dead.
I was gonna say a lifetime of being dead is kind of.
It's kind of not real. All right, I think it's easier if I grab like this. It's just so awkward. What do you think? Do you think you can do that?
What do you want me to do? I was just gonna hold it.
Oh,
do you want me
hold
to tip it? I don't know what you want me to do.
Gotta get low. Gotta get low. These are heavy turtles.
Yeah. How heavy? What did you say? 130?
125. Okay. Whew. As gentle as it's gonna get. Okay. Well, friends, you are getting to see the real deal
The real.
about keeping animals.
The real.
Yep, it's really real. If you keep animals long enough, you're gonna have sick animals. And we, to be perfectly honest, parents, cover your children's ears. We got our asses kicked this winter. And I am not enjoying it, but certainly the animals aren't either.
No.
Nor is Kate. Anyhow.
No one is having a good time.
No one. But the good news is the warm weather's here, but I want to keep them in the shelter, and that's that. So from Kate and myself, we'll see you later. We gotta go wash our feet because they're filthy.
Gross.
We'll of course keep you updated. Thanks for watching. If you want to help out, watch more videos, that always helps. Go to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan. And thankfully we have Dr. Mike. He's the best. Talk to you soon. Oh, go visit PGA Animal Clinic if you have a sick animal and live in Florida. See you guys.